I'm Coleman Hodges for SwimSwam. Today I am sitting down with Josiah Lawver, Senior and Captain at Georgetown, and Mark Anthony Beckles, Senior and Captain at Howard University. We are here to talk the battle at the Burr. You guys are having a really big, really exciting, cool dual meet between Howard and Georgetown. You all have had dual meets in the past. However, this one is something a little special. The meet sold out within a few days of tickets going on sale. Mark Anthony, I want to start with you. Just in terms of excitement, hype around this dual meet, what's making it so special for you, or what's making it stand out from your typical Howard and Georgetown rivalry?
For me, this meet is very special because it's coming from a long history of dual meets that we've had with Georgetown in the past, but it's to the point where both teams have progressed along the way so much that we have a lot of talented swimmers on both teams now, and there's a lot of hype behind it, especially at Howard, because in this day and age, the issue of black swimmers just like being a thing is now becoming publicized. So people are hearing about us. We making headlines, we making news, stuff like that. So we starting to get that attention that we honestly deserve. And we starting to get that attention now. So they're willing to, actually look and see like, hey, what's going on with Howard, you know? And it's also because Howard is the only D1 HBCU that has an up and running swim program. So that's something that we could always take pride in and hold on to, you know? So yeah, I feel like the team is very excited. We have this new year of freshmen that came in, some really talented kids. So it's just a lot of excitement on the whole with just the team and the support around us.
Yeah, and Josiah, same for you. Over at Georgetown, which to give our listeners a little context, both schools are in DC. Um, so at Georgetown, what's the vibe like heading into Battle of the Burr?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just echo what Mark Anthony said. It's a very high energy meet, and we've had dual meets in the past, and every time we have a dual meet, it's a great experience. And it's really an honor to be able to be a part of this event that we're doing this year. We have our meet early in the season every year, and we also have a verse. Sorry, a invitational at American University together at the beginning of the year. So we see each other twice a year, and we've grown as teams together and apart. And I think the camaraderie and the friendly competition is gonna have a big impact on the energy at the meet this year. So
Yeah, definitely. It's always a good time when it's Georgetown versus Howard.
Being two schools that are so close in proximity, do you guys actually, outside of the pool or just schools in general, do you get a sense that Georgetown and Howard, there's a lot of collaboration there? Just socially, do you guys get together? Do you guys, do students from Howard and students from Georgetown hang out often or go out together?
So for me personally, it would be no. In terms of like the social experience, I know that I have seen Georgetown collaborating with Howard here and there in things that might not even be athletic based. But yeah, and for the social part, I would say no.
yeah, same for us. I have seen and met some Howard students on campus here at Georgetown. But personally, as far as the swim team goes, we have not really meshed socially in that regard. So
Sure. Yeah. So just a swimmer centric question. I have to ask about the preparation for this meet. What kind of emphasis are these teams putting on? Josiah, maybe we can start with you for this one. Are you guys resting? Are you doing a drop taper? Or is this just a normal dual meet for you all? Are you going to be suited? The big swimmer questions here.
yeah, good questions. We are not going to be resting or suiting up for this meet. This is just another dual meet in October, and our focus is really on February on a conference meet. I think the energy at this meet itself will have a big impact on how we're swimming. And, the electricity on the pool deck, once you get up on the blocks, hearing the fans and your friends and family, it's such a big event. Cheering you on is, I think, going to have a big impact on our swims, but we'll be training right through it like any other dual meet.
Yeah, Mark Anthony, same
Yeah,
question.
same goes here with us. It's just another swim meet. But there's a huge difference in terms of just the energy and the vibe that comes with it. I would say though that because of how big this meet is for us, we are taking extra precautions and preparations. But in terms of tapering and suiting up, we'll just take it like a regular meet in October. This is our home opener, so it's something that a lot of people who are willing to, or not really willing, but more excited to just like go out and show out. This is their opportunity to do so.
Yeah. And just as you mentioned, it is your home opener. For the season so far, how do you feel like the team at Howard has been training? I know you guys had a relay meet, which Nick, your head coach, sent me the results from, and it's pretty impressive results from top to bottom. But just so far, how do you feel like the team has meshed? How do you feel like about the work that they've put in so far?
We are looking good. Me personally, coming in as a team captain this year, I am so excited for just the guys and girls here. Like I said, once again, it's really just this freshman year that came in. These kids are so just talented and eager to get out there and swim. So it's motivating us, the returners, to just be like, hey, I'm right there with you, you know. So that team camaraderie and just the ability to push one another is really exciting to see. And the season is very long, but I feel like, when the times get rough, we'll be able to handle it and just keep each other going.
Yeah, just same for you. Just your report of how Georgetown has made it through the season so far.
Yeah, same for us. We've had a really good season so far. Comparing our results from our inter squad meet and our relay invitational at American, we've seen significant improvement from last year. And our coaching staff has grown immensely and been able to bring a lot of new ideas to fruition in our training regimen, which is really great. And coming off of the Big East Championship last year for our men and seeing how well our women performed, it's given us a lot of energy and a lot of positivity going into this season. And we've been training hard, and the freshman class this year has been pushing the seniors as well as the seniors pushing the freshmen and everyone in between. So both as swimming and diving goes, definitely going to be a good year.
So just going back to Battle at the Burr, what's going to make this a different than a normal dual meet? Why put in this effort to really bump up this Georgetown versus Howard rivalry? Mark Anthony, we can start with you.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's just going back to the fact that we're really just trying to emphasize that, like, we are the only HBCU D1 swim program that is still up and running. Like I said, that is something that we hold a lot of pride in. And it's just going back to Coach Nick, the support that we have through parents and just like everybody else that wants to see us do what we love to do. And we are so grateful for that opportunity. But I would say it's just things like being able to sell out tickets. I'm pretty sure we had about maybe 75% of the tickets sold maybe like 2 weeks before this event. That is huge for us. So it's just going back to that fact that we hold on to, where it's like only D1 HBCU swim program.
Yeah, and then again, Josiah, same for you. Just what's going to make this stand out from just your normal dual meet?
That have on the deck, and the fact that we get to compete with Howard, such a special program, is really an honor, and it really pushes us to be at our best at this meet. So we try to go into it with a really positive attitude and be really appreciative of the opportunity. So it's a really exciting meet to go into.
Yeah. Just from a personal standpoint for you two, going to school in a major city like Washington, D.C., specifically D.C. in both of your cases, what has that been like for you? You're both entering your senior seasons. Josiah, we can start with you. Just what do you feel like has been different from maybe going to school in a smaller, normal college town versus, a really major hub, especially politically in our country like DC?
Yeah, definitely. DC provides a lot of opportunities, whether it's internships or networking. So that's been really huge for us as a program here. We've gotten to go out and be better versions of ourselves outside of the pool because of the city we're in, and it provides a lot of opportunities to meet people from other universities as well in DC. We have American, Catholic, Howard, us. And it just provides an opportunity for us to get to know people and get opportunities that we wouldn't necessarily get elsewhere. So
Yeah, I would definitely echo what Josiah said. Especially for me, I'm an international student, so I come from Trinidad and Tobago, and coming here as a freshman, it was definitely just like a major culture shock for me in terms of the opportunities that you get, the people that you meet, especially here at Howard. Like people here are so close knit, it feels like a family, especially when you get into something like a swim program or even any athletic program that I would say. You join organizations, you join groups. It's just like a lot of opportunities here for you. And it's something that anybody in Washington should definitely take advantage of.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys both joining me today just to talk a little bit about this upcoming dual meet. I've got a little information about it to share with anyone who's watching or listening. It's the biggest swimming event in HBCU history on October 1st, which when this comes out will be tomorrow on Saturday, the day after a ninth-year Howard head coach Nicholas Askew will be inducted into the school's athletic Hall of Fame. The Bison will host crosstown rival Georgetown in their first dual meet of the season. The battle at the Burr on Saturday afternoon, expecting to upwards of 2,000 fans in attendance. So guys, just before I let you go, any parting thoughts, anything to tell our audience about the battle at the Burr before we sign off today? Mark Anthony, can we start with you?
I'll just say, hey, try your best to to take part. If you can't be there in person, you look at the live stream, it's gonna be broadcasted. So definitely it's something that you're not gonna want to miss. Trust me.
Josiah?
absolutely. I would say bring the energy. There's a lot of passion that goes into the sport on both sides, especially. And being that this is such a unique event going on in the world of swimming, it's definitely not something you're going to want to miss, like Mark Anthony said. So definitely get ready for a great meet.